Hey, hello, laddies. Welcome to the QuestCast, where the quest is not racist. And I'm here joined today with the one and only Mr. Kobe Ballsack.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Zach. I don't want to disappoint anybody. We are the opener for the QuestCast, and I'm already feeling the tomato juice on me from being thrown from the crowd. But give us a chance. We might be your new favorite podcast. How
Yeah.
was that? Was that pretty true? Was that pretty true? Pretty accurate?
I mean, you can't get more objective than that. So I
Right.
think
That seems just
that's
very
pretty.
true. I have
Yeah.
a new fetish.
All right. What is it?
Um, I've been playing Metroid Dread. And I have never. Well, first of all, I love the game. I beat it within a 24-hour period, finished it. So cool. Um, and then I picked it back up yesterday, and I got into speed running it, dude. I speed ran that game like a true speedrun.com user.
Did you
So
submit
I'm proud
your
of that.
time?
I didn't. I think you have to like record it and
Oh
submit
yeah,
it, and
yeah,
there's like moderators
yeah.
that will
You gotta
like go over the
verify.
video and stuff.
Mm.
But it
So
was awesome.
see
It's
that
cool.
came out when on It came out Friday,
I think
right?
yeah, whatever October 8th.
Yeah, that's
So
Friday.
yeah,
And you
Friday.
did you get it on launch day
I
and beat
did,
it?
yeah. The Walmart in the town that I live in didn't have it. I don't think that I went up and asked them if they had any copies because there weren't any like in its spot on the shelf. So I was like, dude, there's no way this little inbred town, people went on launch day to buy all the copies of Metroid Dread. So I
I
went and asked.
think I have an idea of who did it. Like, did it have a
Yeah, I think
slot for it?
yeah, there was a spot for it. That's why I asked because I mean I knew there
Okay,
had to be,
yeah,
but definitely, dude, I know who did it too. But maybe we shouldn't bring
yeah.
his name up
No,
yet.
no, no. Like a
Um,
certain fake controller racket going around. That's all. I'll leave it at that.
true. So, uh, my story is almost over. Just the quest of getting this game was kind of a little
Yeah.
game within itself.
I mean,
So
you'll
I looked at
remember it just for that.
right, it's very memorable. So I went and looked at the spot. It was not in its spot. So there was a little old. This woman's probably in her like early 70s working the electronics counter. I go up to her. I have my mask on. So to her, I'm like, "Do you have Metroid Dread? Do you have Metroid Dread on Nintendo Switch?" And she's like, "Sorry, what? Metro Fudge?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "No, do you have Metroid Dread? Metroid Dread on Nintendo Switch?" And she just like doesn't get what I'm saying. So then I start like playing along with it a little bit. Like the third time I say it, I don't even say Metroid Dread. I'm like, "Do you have Metro Fred?" Because I just know she won't get it. So she had to go walk to somebody and ask them. And they just started looking at me like I was retarded. I don't even think they knew what I was talking about. So I drove all the way to the next town, like a 25-minute drive to buy it.
Did you not show them the spot where the item is supposed to be, or you just give
Or they,
up?
yeah, I just gave up because I just kept asking, like, and it's like they didn't speak English. Like it's like I was like on another planet. It was weird.
Yeah.
I kind of felt bad for him because I could tell she was like really uncomfortable by like me asking so many times. Like I don't. It was weird. I don't know how to even describe it.
Yeah.
I should have got arrested for that. It felt like I was doing something wrong.
So, so you had to travel, make
I
the
did,
trek
yeah.
to get the game physically.
It was kind of a Metroidvania moment in
Yeah,
life.
a lot of backtracking and
Yeah,
all
I had
that.
to go back to the town that I used to live in. You've been to that house, I think,
Yeah.
and yeah, I had to backtrack, I had to go back in time to my high school days and relive that town.
Yeah,
And
for the viewers, I'll put an address in so they can get some context.
you put an address, yeah, for some GPS coordinates. latitude, longitude, about 29.4569 by 32.9574. It's about where I'm at. For those who want to look that up.
Yeah, throwing a couple of pies in there.
Yeah, pi 3.14
One two
pi
two
times
four
2.
seven 448
Yeah,
7139.
2.12 2.1.2477.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be another near cast if we don't stop it soon.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Sorry to anyone if we spoiled near for you,
Yeah,
especially
sorry.
our one commenter, Brandon.
Yeah, we got some viewer mail. We should probably go over that eventually, but
yeah, PO box will be in the description too. If you want
yeah,
to send anything? We have screeners.
You can send us like expensive video games and fake pro controllers.
Yeah,
And yeah,
we're into the knockoff market.
yeah,
Kind of a niche that we're into. But yeah, in terms of the game, I guess I could go into
yeah.
the actual game. You know, the story of getting it. That's a
That's
story in
kind of
itself.
yeah. That was. I mean, that's really all
But
you need.
the game is awesome. For context here, I've played just about every Metroid game, well, to completion, besides Metroid on NES and Metroid 2 on Game Boy. I have not. I've not even played Metroid 2, but I've like started Metroid 1. I just don't have the patience for it, really. I don't think it's a bad game, and I think it's at the time it probably would have been the coolest thing I'd ever played in my whole life, but
Yeah.
nowadays I just don't have the patience for it. Metroid Dread is awesome, though. If you wanted a quick review, non-spoiler review,
Yeah,
it's
big.
great. I
How is
recommend it.
the difficulty? I've been hearing a lot of people say it's pretty hard.
Yes, it is so hard. The bosses in particular are just fucking crazy difficult. But the normal like just getting around and stuff, like the basic enemies, they don't really do much. Just the bosses
Yeah.
are tough.
We talking like Dark Souls level?
Yeah, it's a
The-
Souls-like Metroid game. It's a lot like Dark Souls.
yeah, it's basically the same game, honestly. I mean,
Yeah,
if you
it's
think
like Dark
about it.
Souls for 2D.
Yeah.
Is Dark Souls a Metroidvania? Is that a thing
That's
that
probably gonna
that seems like a
yeah, that's gonna
legitimate question?
get us some controversy in the comments.
Dude, I hope
Get a
it
lot of
does.
heated fans.
I hope
But
it does.
yeah, I
They get
mean,
upset about their games.
there's definitely those elements in Dark Souls, but I guess it kind of like the whole Metroidvania isn't super clearly defined. I mean,
Right. That's what for me it doesn't really count as a Metroidvania because you're not getting permanent power-ups that like allow you to explore more. You're more just kind of like getting a key or
yeah,
getting something like that. There's not really any kind of character building like outside of like the RPG stuff. You're not
yeah,
getting
yeah. I'd say
getting
it's more
specific things.
just an RPG, action RPG kind of thing.
Yeah,
I
but
meget it
but
definitely
it
has
kind of
those elements.
yeah, but it kind of well, I don't even want to say it, dude. Get canceled.
What? I'm
Even
curious.
bringing up Metroid with Dark Souls or
Oh,
saying anything about it, just
yeah,
in general.
yeah.
I beat it yesterday, if anyone's wondering, in 3 hours and 20 something minutes. I don't even remember now. Got to go to my Twitter and check this out.
Yeah, I'll put the Twitter below so you can follow.
Yeah, dude, please,
Drop a
actually.
follow.
3 hours and 28 minutes. And my first playthrough was 6.5 hours.
Nice.
So that was
Is there like any side content or any reason to go back and play it aside from just beating it quicker? Or
Yeah, when you beat it the first time, you unlock hard mode.
oh,
But
okay.
but really, I haven't done it yet. I kind of have a hard time getting the drive to do this kind of stuff because once you beat it, you've already like played the most like the final boss is the hardest content of the game. There is no like secret hard bosses or like secret,
Okay.
really hard areas. But I only have like 35% item completion like of the map. And all these
Oh,
power-ups you get kind of let you explore the map more and kind of solve different traversal puzzles to get energy boosters or like missile boosters so you can hold more missiles or have more health. But I'm at a
yeah.
point where it's like I don't like besides just the fun of going around and collecting that stuff, I have no reason to do it. So, but if you
Yeah.
do that, then you have more of like a I guess easier time with the last part of the game.
Right. And see that's $60, right?
Hold
Imagine.
on. What? No. No, I'm back.
Have some technical difficulties. Oh, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh.
But it was the second run through of it, I think I realized more that it was actually like way better than I thought it was the first time I went through it.
Yeah. Yeah, you normally learn like you normally form a much I don't know, more developed opinion when you replay a game. So,
Yeah,
no,
specifically with that series in particular, it's so
yeah,
pretty almost necessary to do that
yeah, yeah, definitely.
because they're not like overly long games to begin with, so they're like designed for replay value and kind of designed to route the perfect route, to finish the game as fast as you can. And there's all kinds of like skips you can do, skip certain areas. And people are discovering all that kind of stuff on YouTube. Like I saw a video in my recommended today where somebody like skipped a big chunk of the game and got the grapple beam early so they could go to this area before they're supposed to. And
Mm,
it's all like interwoven and kind of meant to be discovered in that way, which is cool.
yeah, yeah. The only thing that really turns me off on it is would be the price, because it's Nintendo. They always love to
Oh yeah.
have the outrageous prices that never go down.
Yeah, I was thinking about just taking the game back to Walmart today, to be honest. That'd be like pretty Shrigma move
Yeah, it
to
kind of would be,
beat it.
especially since they don't know what it is.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Oh, I didn't even know we had this game."
Yeah, Metro
It'd be kind of
Fudge.
yeah, Metro Fudge on Nintendo Wii U. What?
Yeah.
Dude, she still thought we were selling Nintendo 64 games anyway at Walmart. She didn't even know like what was up.
Yeah. About to
She's
give
like,
you.
"What? Super Metroid on Super Nintendo?
Yeah, I'm about to
Yeah, we
give
got
you.
it."
Yeah. Fucking Super Metroid.
Yeah, a sealed copy of Super Metroid.
Yeah. Metroid
All
Prime
right.
Trilogy or something.
Yeah. Dude, knowing them, they probably have like copies of that in the back
Honestly.
somewhere.
Yeah, I got freaking Panzer Dragoon Saga and all kinds
Yeah,
of
they got all their
stuff.
Saturn stock still.
Yeah. Yeah, aside from a certain individual that would instantly,
Oh,
you know.
yeah, he's not allowed back there because last time he went, there were a few less games than when he first went back there. They kind of checked the amount before he went and
Yeah.
after.
Yeah, like not pointing any names or calling anyone out or pointing any fingers, but I'm just saying,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, that cast is on a quest to fucking steal your shit. That's what that's about.
Yeah. And that statement is completely unrelated to the one before it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would never let out that kind of information about another individual like that without true proof.
Yeah.
We're all about innocent until proven guilty, due process, you know.
Yeah.
But this guy, he's just so obviously guilty, you know.
Yeah, I mean, not trying to be, you know, that guy or anything, but yeah, he did steal my copy of Panzer Dragoon.
Yeah. Thank you. I was gonna say it if you weren't, man. I knew he did that. What was that? 8th grade, 9th grade?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he
I
came over
just
to.
it's all a blur because you know.
He just kept doing it over and over. It's like, man, you can't. Like, you don't know what he didn't steal. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You
yeah,
start running out of
definitely.
stuff. You start running out of stuff to steal.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
get used to not owning something that you just forget what you even have, you know.
Yeah, I have that same issue. I let him come over. This was probably 7th grade. I had all the Pokemon games on the little Game Boy Advance cartridges. I had a couple of Rayman games, even some Lego games, and let them go back there. They were all in a drawer, and I showed him where they were. I was like, "Yeah, man, you can borrow a couple and take them home if you want. I'm not playing them." He was like, "He was like, okay, don't mind if I do," and did like the hand thing where he started rubbing them together, like, "Ooh, don't mind if I do."
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't have any Game Boy games after that.
Yeah, I mean, you hate to hear it. It's just a tragic, you know, another vicious cycle.
Yeah, it's all learned behavior. You know, you have to blame the parents on that one. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
sad, sad. But yeah, it's my
That's
Metroid Dread
yeah, that's
story and Dolly and Dilter. I say Dilter because he played Metroid Dread with me. I'm not because he's the person that we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, Dilter actually bought him the game.
Yeah, I'm out of cash. He had to. I was at Walmart. He was working, and I saw him working. I was like, "Yo, man, like I need a copy of Metroid Dread. You guys don't have it. I'm gonna run to Walnut Ridge, but man, I don't got the gas money to get there. You know what I'm saying?"
Yeah.
So he gave me gas money. He technically kind of bought it. He allowed me to go and get it. He loaned me about $5 in gas.
Yeah. Uh,
He can be a cool guy. It's a keyword. Can be.
yeah, it can.
Yeah.
Usually not, but you know.
Yeah, he was a fucking asshole.
Yeah, see, yeah, I don't really have much to say on Metroid Dread because I don't own it, or I've only played the NES game, and so if you guys are wondering why I'm just you know
Right, you're kind
staying
of like
silent, yeah, I'm kind
you're a
of
Metroid baby. You're a little fetus
yeah,
Metroid.
a
Yeah.
zygote,
Yeah, you're in the
yeah,
test tube, like growing a little bit.
yeah, in vitro Metroid
Yeah.
fan,
Yeah,
but I
you're working
have
on it.
I have used Samus in Smash, so I think that counts for something.
Right. Yeah, she would be. It would be cool if she had her own game.
Yeah, yeah, it really would. Especially like on the NES or something.
Yeah,
I don't know
NES, Super
why they went with
Nintendo.
Master Chief for the Metroid games.
Yeah, that was weird.
And then
It's not
Doom
even a
Guy, yeah.
Nintendo Microsoft thing. I would have never expected. Samus would have
Yeah.
been way better in the Metroid games, I think.
Yeah, especially for the 80s. Very
Oh yeah,
very
oh
forward
yeah.
thinking of Nintendo to do that, but I
Hmm.
guess I can respect it in a certain sense, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I think she's canonically lesbian. I think I saw something on Twitter. This very Twittery post.
Tweety.
Apparently, in like the late '80s, there was a comic, and I think it was canon. It was like Nintendo endorsed, and she straight up was like with chicks. So
It's pretty
canon
hot.
in the
Pretty
canon
cool.
for all my gays out there watching. Some representation. Go play Metroid. One more reason.
Yeah. But so I gotta sort of ask now. Does would Metroid Dread be on your list?
Oh, dude, it was coming.
Don't wanna really push that because I know it's a touchy subject, but
That's iffy. Yeah, that's where you're.
I mean,
kind of where
there's
I
a
start to
safe
have bad
space.
thoughts.
We got you can voice your opinion here. There's
Right.
no judgment, no pressure. I mean,
I don't have to be anxious here. It's okay. I mean, I can be anxious. It's safe. It's okay. Be whatever. There's no wrong way
yeah,
to feel. All right.
being like Helmet Full Bear here, Raz.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I am. Yeah. I relate to that character more than about anybody. But would it be on my list? Yes. Where would
Oh,
it be?
whoa!
Where would it be in relation to
Like
the
the
other
list of
Metroid
games you
games?
played, or list of.
Well, we're talking top 50 here, right? I mean, the 50
All right.
games, would it be in the top
Yeah.
50? I would say well, you got to look at it this way. I've never even had the interest in speedrunning something, and this game made me want to do it. So
Dang. Yeah,
that's a
that's
whole
huge.
critique in itself. But so yeah, it would have to be in the top 50. I mean, that's quite a bit. I'd be able to fit it in there somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, until you once you start making a top 50 and really going through all the stuff you've played and enjoyed, it's like, for me, it's like you end up leaving a lot of stuff out, so that's interesting to see,
Yeah, that's
to
where I
hear
have
that
my
you'd
mental breakdown.
include it. Yeah.
That's where Metroid Dread would end up being number 51.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, dude, fuck.
Yeah, you gotta instantly hate something else more.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to
Nah.
really go in. I guess, I mean, if we're gonna be honest and not have any um, if I were to take away my respect and the just the atmosphere of Super Metroid, the time I spent with Metroid Dread was probably way more fun than Super Metroid. But there are aspects to Super Metroid that are just so great, even now, not even from
Yeah.
looking at it from the 90s perspective, that are so great.
The cover
It's hard.
art is really amazing.
True. Yeah.
Especially on the Super Famicom version, it's pretty legendary.
I don't
Metroid
know if I've
Dread
ever
is
seen
not. Yeah, Jamie, can you pull that up?
Yeah, the Metroid Dread cover is kind of not that cool, to be honest. Looking at it right now.
I mean, it gets the job done, but it's nothing special.
And Metroid Fusion, I hold the most nostalgia
Fusion, yeah.
for.
That was the most recent one, right?
Right, that's the
In a
most
way.
recent 2D one, and it's already almost 20
Yeah.
years old. So.
Yeah, excluding the Metroid Return of Samus.
Right.
The 3DS or whatever.
Yeah, when I was I probably played that game when I was 6 or 7, and I just remember even on the Game Boy Advance, it scared the shit out of me.
Did you play it as a wee lad?
Yeah, that's the first Metroid game I ever played.
Nice.
That was one of my first Game Boy Advance games ever.
It's pretty epic. Did you play Zero Mission as well?
No. That's what I haven't played Zero Mission or the original really. I played the original, but not got that far into it, and I've just never played Zero Mission before.
Yeah, I played a bit of Zero Mission to sort of compare because I like the NES game, but it's very hard. So I tried that one out, and it seemed a lot better in those aspects, as far as being able to beat it without killing yourself or something.
Yeah, that's always a good plus if you don't. It doesn't make you turn into a nihilist, like Dulter.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a nihilist, man. Come on, that's the worst thing you can be. It's tough out here. Tough out here enough as it is,
Except when you make your list and have to exclude 358 over 2 days.
Yeah.
It gets to you.
Yeah, Metroid Dread would be number 51, and 358 over 2 days is number 52. That's kind of when like my mind just kind of breaks. You can like hear the crack in my mind happen.
Yeah, yeah, and it just leaves you see, I don't know what the right word to use here, but
It turns
like
me
unable to speak or anything. You're just kind of like
yeah,
there.
like a catatonic state, I guess, right?
Yeah,
Is that the
yeah.
word for that?
Yeah, didn't really didn't want to offend anyone out there.
Right. Anyone out there who's in a catatonic state, I apologize.
Yeah.
I don't know how you clicked on this video
I'm
or
actually in
even watching
cryogenic
this.
slumber right now, but
Oh, right. Is this your simulation you're in?
yeah.
Dude, I'm totally real. That's offensive to me that you would think I'm not. It's offensive, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Get the apology podcast up
Yeah,
shortly.
dude, I quit. I don't get paid enough, and I'm fucking getting told I'm not real. Dude, I'm out. This is not cool. We haven't talked about the Metroid Prime games. That's a whole other kind of
Yeah, it's a whole different
topic.
topic there, and I haven't played any of those. I mean, I just literally know that they're first person.
Metroid Prime and Metroid Prime 2 are good.
What about
Dude,
3?
it's so hard now that I'm thinking about it. 3 is great, but it's not as good as 1 and 2. Metroid Prime 3 plays a lot like Metroid Fusion, where it's very guided.
Yeah.
Metroid Dread is kind of. I never got lost in Metroid Dread. Like in Super Metroid, you'll get lost. Like you won't know where to go.
Yeah, but that's part of the fun, really.
Right. There's good things and bad things about both ways of doing it, really, depending on how you go about it. Because like there are games where you can get lost in and just like it's not fun at all.
Yeah,
Because
you turn it off. Yeah.
yeah, the
A lot of
world's not
balance.
interesting.
Yeah.
What you are exploring, there's no reward. Even if you get lost, if you explore, then there should be some kind of like, not even have to be a reward, but just like finding cool new areas or like little power ups.
Yeah.
Super Metroid does that, which puts it at the GOAT status.
Yeah. What about the Prime games? How do they handle that aspect?
Prime and Prime 2 are very Super Metroid. Even, you can get and will get lost in Prime and Prime 2 unless you know what you're like exactly where you're going and what you're doing. But in Prime 3 it's pretty straightforward for the most part.
Yeah, I'll need to boot those up on the old Dolphin.
Yeah,
sometime.
the Prime games you don't even really have had to have played any of the other games. They're their own like story.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I would play Super Metroid before anything just to kind of have that perspective on the series.
Yeah, I need to go back and at least play Zero Mission or NES first.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I did enjoy from what I played of both. Just never put in the time to get them done. Plus, with emulators, you can save scum.
Yeah, that's true. Stuff. I could do that. Yeah, I've never
really
thought about it.
To any of that, especially since I don't own any of the hardware or the OG games. So
yeah, I just watched someone playing it, or not like they're playing it / reviewing it kind of, and the one thing that the first Metroid, the original on NES, and they would like die at a boss or something, or get like stuck under lava against a wall where like an enemy just keeps hitting them into the lava, like where there's just nothing you can even do.
Yeah.
And if you die, you run out of all of your items or something.
Yeah.
Is the way that it worked. And there are no recharge stations, which is like I can't even imagine playing Super Metroid without recharge stations. So you have to go out.
You have to like farm enemies.
You have to like farm it. Yeah, like you'd have to do it for like almost 10 minutes. sometimes, just standing there in one spot. And I'm
Yeah,
like, dude, like how I don't know how anyone would even want to do that.
it does have a very uh, like intricate password system that you can use. Because I have used some passwords that can like spawn you in with every item and stuff.
Yeah,
So I mean, there
I
are
would think I
some
would.
uh, things to help with that, but even then, it's still a brutal game.
What you mean? Like, are there passwords? Oh, I
Like
I
instead
get
of
what you're saying.
saving, like when you die, it'll give
Right.
you your
Yeah.
password, and then you could like, or you can just look them up online. Like some will spawn you in with everything or whatever, that kind of
Right. Yeah.
stuff. Or I guess you just save scum and prevent the game from,
Yeah. Yeah.
trolling you.
That's what I was planning on doing because I just had never thought about the save scum stuff. That would make it at least tolerable because I don't mind if the game is tough or hard because I kind of like the aspect of like dying or like always having to worry about dying. You know, like it's like a very tense
Yeah,
feeling. But the tenseness does like it shouldn't come from knowing that I'll have to just stand in the same spot for 10 minutes or more to like get my stuff back.
yeah, yeah. That's
That's more of just like I'm gonna turn the game off kind of tension.
yeah. That just comes from it being like first in a series kind of thing,
Right. Yeah,
especially
and
in the '80s.
that's why I can't say I hate the game. It's more just and especially at the time it would have been awesome. Like I mean,
Yeah,
if I was like a kid in the '80s and I played Metroid, bro, I don't that'd be so cool. I'd go back in time just to do that.
yeah, and you can sort of build in sort of like checkpoints into the game. That's what I did with Castlevania. Uh, like once I would reach a certain like with Castlevania, the levels are all connected, but it'll sort of change once you enter a new one to like three dash whatever, and I would normally save like there that instead of just save scumming all the time to where the game's not a challenge, but
Right.
also
So you could like
yeah
set up your own like rules in a
checkpoint
way.
system kind of thing instead of
Yeah.
because like when you game over in Castlevania, you start from like one of the 5 levels, so there's like 5 checkpoints. But yeah, later on, like the later levels are so brutal that you just have to
Yeah, I think you're.
have some kind of handicap.
Ori and the Blind Forest does a similar thing, like without you having to do it through like an outside program.
Yeah.
The game has manual checkpoints that you like have to know kind of when to use or when you feel like using. You know,
Mm.
you gotta gauge like how much progress you've
So like
made.
an item or something.
Yeah, yeah, it's like an item to create a checkpoint.
Yeah, that's cool. That's sort of like what Kingdom Come Deliverance did. Uh, like you have to have an item to save, just straight up to
Oh
save the
shit.
game.
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
fucking piss me off.
yeah. The thing is, the item is super common though. It's not like you like a survival horror game or something. You have to conserve it.
Right.
It's just to
Yeah, that makes
prevent
more
like
sense.
save scumming, like people saving, killing a person, see when that does, that kind of thing. Just to help
Mhm.
make your choices feel more permanent, I guess, or
Yeah.
like your stuff really matters.
I still need to play that game. I've just heard so much about it from other people. People seem to either like really love it or not like it at all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge fan of it. Like especially for a Kickstarted game, it's very impressive. I do have some issues with like the ending. It's not
Mhm.
very good in that sense, but
I
gameplay
think I
wise, it's
remember
super amazing.
when it came out, there was kind of a debacle about the ending because everyone was under the impression from like trailers and stuff that there would be like a big final like
Yeah,
battle or something like a war type thing, but there wasn't. Like it just kind of ended or something. But
yeah.
I
The
don't know much about it.
Yeah, the battles had to be scaled down a bit because the game's on CryEngine 4, so it's super hard to run. And I guess the battles are still there. They're just not like Mountain Blade, where you have like 500 people fighting.
Right. That's kind of I think the what people were
Yeah,
expecting. Or that might have
yeah,
even been like in trailer stuff too, because like
yeah,
it seemed like everyone was upset because like they bought it kind of almost expecting there to be these giant like war type battles
yeah.
like Mountain Blade.
They did talk about that in the Kickstarter, like the devlogs thing. So it
Yeah.
wasn't just like oh yeah, here's an epic battle, and when the game launches, there's nothing there. They didn't just like lie about it. It was just sort of something that had to happen.
Right.
But
They didn't pull the
I
No
guess it is
Man's Sky.
disappointing. Or it is disappointing if you like that's what you bought the game for, I guess. But I just sort of went into it with like the whole RPG aspect or grounded RPG aspect of it, and it's a very it's very good as in terms of like making you feel like in the beginning of the game you really feel like you can't do anything, and then towards the end you just feel like you've learned a lot and grown with the player, and I enjoyed that aspect of it. Like you have to train your or you have to practice like sword fighting and stuff, and like you really feel like you're I don't know
You're
learning with
kind
the
of like
player.
literally
Yeah.
you're growing with this character kind of in a way, or it's like
Yeah.
you get to watch as your character grows in this world. It's a cool feeling.
Yeah.
And like knowing that you're the one doing it too. Like you're the one that's like making all the shit go on or happen and making all these choices with consequences, like and seeing the repercussions of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty
The
good.
side content is very good in that aspect. Like tons of different ways to complete stuff or fail stuff. It's uh, pretty interesting. I feel like it didn't really get a whole lot of praise for really all the for as impressive as it is for a Kickstarter game.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I want to play it. I just for whatever reason never got on board. I'm sure another game came out at the time that
Yeah, it was
took over.
2018. I remember I was like the only one playing it, and everyone else was playing God of War, and I didn't have a PlayStation at the time,
Oh yeah.
so I was
Well,
just
yeah,
like, okay, who
definitely
cares? It's a
I was
console
definitely
game.
playing
That's
God of War.
garbage.
Do your PC master race.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Kingdom Come Deliverance definitely comes across as like PC master race bait game.
yeah. I imagine on consoles it's probably not very good, just because it's such a like hard to run game even on PC.
Dude, it's coming to Nintendo Switch. TBA, it was announced that they're developing a Switch port. Dude, I'm gonna play it on Switch just to troll the people whose personality is their PC.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I'm sure on PS5 it could run perfect, but
Oh yeah.
I remember, and it's also a game where I really feel like the mouse and keyboard is much better.
Yeah,
Because there's,
there are definitely certain games like that. Like Final Fantasy 14 or MMOs, like they're really designed for keyboards and stuff and
yeah, yeah, and there's just lots of moments like when you're lock picking, you really have to need to be pretty precise, and I can't imagine doing that with an analog stick.
right.
But yeah, I'm not sure what really brought the Kingdom or how we sort of transitioned to Kingdom Come from Metroid.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Now I have to think. What the fuck were we talking about that got us into that? I have
I
no
guess
idea.
I really don't
Spe-
either.
that was a spiritual moment.
Yeah, it kind of was.
We must have been talking about, well, we were talking about Metroid, and then
There had to be something in
we're trying to
between
think of
that.
something. Yeah, I know. I just don't know what the fuck was in between that.
Yeah, I don't know, but I guess it doesn't really matter.
We can listen to it in the VOD. The
Yeah.
VOD gets uploaded.
Um,
Thanks for everyone listening live right now. I hope you're enjoying
yeah.
the
Yeah.
show.
Thank you, Brandon, for sticking to the
Yeah,
end. Or I mean, right now, I guess not the end.
right. He's listening now.
Yeah.
Filter's offline. He can't invade, so it's just we
Good.
have
Yeah,
no
we have to
worries.
keep going until he gets online. And
We did have one invasion though. We've already had one.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We just gotta switch the Dark Souls to offline mode. We'll be good. No
Yeah,
invaders. No trolls. Um,
they're out here griefing us. Is that the word that
griefers.
they use? They're griefer.
That's a word that I haven't heard.
They're teabagging the podcast.
Yeah. Red versus blue.
What is a griefer? What does that mean? Like, were you just being a fucking asshole for no reason, like in a game, or
I
what?
guess so. I haven't heard that since like Minecraft days, where people would jump in and like destroy your stuff.
Sweet.
I don't know if that's the only definition or what, because I never really Googled it or anything.
Yeah,
I
I
guess
gotta
that's like
look up the
that's an
exact
urban. Yeah,
definition.
Jamie, pull that up.
In an online game or community, a person who harasses or deliberately provokes other players or members in order to
So just
spoil
a
the
troll.
enjoyment. Yeah, there's 3 levels. There's troll. Oh, this is an awesome picture. There's a troll, a griefer, and then hacker.
Oh god. So it's like a pyramid or something, or
It
like
looks like a
a
YouTube
tiered
kid's thumbnail. I'll post it in
system
the
here.
Discord. We can maybe somehow fit it into the podcast.
That is a good image. So okay, it does relate to Minecraft in some way, I guess.
Hacker, he's got the Guy Fawkes mask on, the V for Vendetta look.
Yeah. Yeah, super edgy. Hmm.
Well, what else were we gonna
So,
talk about? We had any other talk about Metroid Dread?
yeah,
We
we
were
talked
gonna talk
about
about something else.
Dread. We talked about this. I guess you could go into detail about your whole list debacle. We sort
Oh
of
my, like,
mentioned it briefly.
yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, we already teased it. I can't not say it. I should have said it back then. That's like the #1 podcast rule, is you can't tease stuff. That just pisses people off. But
Yeah,
so, if you stuck around, I can
Brandon.
try to explain. Brandon, yeah, Brandon, the one viewer. Um,
Maybe Joe.
yeah, maybe Joe. Joe, if you're listening, drop a comment right now. Okay, drop a comment.
Yeah,
Say,
say
tell
first.
it. Yeah, say first, and then say, my youth pastor would love this content. I want you to let everyone know that this is family, wholesome, good content. We don't want to get flagged. Uh, okay, my list debacle. Where do I begin? Okay, so I'll set the mood. I'll set the scene. A candlelit scene, lights off. Uh,
Yeah, romantic music.
yeah, some rose petals leading towards the
Seafront
computer
music.
chair. Yeah, seafront music. Some wine, some Von Trier wine in a wine
Von
glass.
Trier wine. That's on.
You
That's a
know?
later date kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, true, yeah. We got a bunch of aphrodisiacs out, okay? We're trying to fuck. We're trying to get pee-pees and poo-poos, whatever we can do right now.
Yeah.
So I'm at my computer making a list. I was inspired. Zach kind of inspired me because he's been working on a list for like 80 years. He's like a scholar,
Yeah.
like an oracle
It's been
of
about
video
19.
games.
Yeah. It actually, Plato first theorized this list, and I'm
Yeah,
just continuing the work.
right. It was Plato, Socrates. Then
Yeah.
that's just worked its way through. So now it's in Zach's hands.
Yeah, I just inherited it, of course.
But so I started making this list. Pretty easy, kind of pretty fun, I guess. I mean, I'm not listing in anything in any order. There's no order, you know. I got my list up right now. I'll just
Uh,
throw out some stuff, you know. Got both Nier games, of course, Hollow Knight, a few of the Yakuza games, Sekiro, Iconoclast, you know, just basic
yeah.
stuff. My favorite games.
Basic white
Yeah, basic
trash.
white boy. I got Fortnite, Minecraft, Black
GTA
Ops 2,
5.
GTA 5. You know how it is. Uh, and I'm making this list, and then you know how when you play the Final Fantasy games, I don't know in which ones this is in, but like when you get into a turn-based boss, not a turn-based boss, but just in any kind of fight,
Hmm.
but it's turn-based. There's like a glass effect, and it shows the glass like shattering, and then the fight
Yeah.
starts. It's like, well, that happened in my mind. I guess that happened. I was making a list, and I realize I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making all these games, listing them, putting them in no order. I don't know what I'm doing.
So
Why am I doing this?
you were just at the like just listing stuff phase, right?
Right.
You
I was not at any kind of putting in order to stuff. It would have been way harder for me to do that. It's way like if I wanted
yeah.
to have a pool to look at all the games that I
Yeah,
like.
you're gonna have to
That would
have
have been.
a base first.
So basically, what I have here is just a pool of games, like a multiple choice. You know, I could go and choose.
A B C D E. Get your
Yeah,
scantrons.
yeah.
Fill them in.
And then that happens. I have a mental break because I look at Kingdom Hearts and I say, okay, so is this gonna take up? I was like, is this gonna take up 8 of my slots in this list? And I'm like, no, it's not. And then I'm like, why not? I start having this argument in my head because to me they are probably the top 8
Okay.
games, I guess. Like I don't know how I
Yeah.
would describe it. It's kind of a not really. That's kind of where it gets hard to describe, is because I don't know the
Yeah.
word to use. Because some of those Kingdom Hearts games, they are not great. They're not even. Some of them are not even good. But the fact that the story is continued in these games, and the music is
Yeah.
so good, and I can just remember every second that I spend with these games just because I like them so much.
Okay. Yeah, I think I understand a lot more now because I didn't get this sort of side of it. I sort of
Right. This is
I just
You're getting the
got
near context right now.
I didn't even get the any of the context. You're just
Right, right,
like, yeah,
right. Well, that's you're like that was the
it's like a
near
blind.
that was a playthrough where you just have no fucking idea like what's
Yeah, I'm getting the
going
A
on
and the
really.
B right now. Really.
Right, right.
Yeah. So.
And then I did that and I was like, okay, well I love all the Ratchet and Clank games too, and I probably like them more than Metroid Dread. Like I had
Hmm.
better memories with them. But they don't all belong on this list, and they don't even belong above Metroid Dread. It's kind of this whole
Okay.
philosophical
Yeah.
break in my mind where like I don't know.
Yeah. I think that's where my uh, sort of my mentality is. Really, it might have sounded a lot more complicated in the Steam chat, but really it just boiled down to if I love 358 over 2 days or Dream Drop Distance or whatever over over like Metroid Dread, then I would do that. I wouldn't worry about
Right.
like
I knew that's what you were saying. I got
okay,
like
yeah,
you are under the same like kind of like opinion as me, except you don't have like the anxiety of it. Like you're kind of like okay, like
yeah,
you're cool with it. You're like okay, well fuck it. But
yeah,
for me, I'm kind of like, well, it just doesn't seem right. Like for some reason,
yeah,
because I know
So you like
I know
feel
right now.
like guilt or something, or
No,
well, you
it's not.
feel?
It makes it sound like it's really serious or like I'm having like legit issues. It's not like a legitimate problem here. This is just for
Yeah,
this is just
it's
for
just for fun.
conversation's sake.
Yeah.
Right. This is conversation's sake. Uh, I don't know. I guess that's the hard part where it's kind of hard to describe because, like I said, I feel like if you're listening, you probably know what I mean. You know, you get kind of for the audience here. You're like, okay, well, yeah, I get. Like, I love
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 4 2, the Squeakquel, but I wouldn't put it like
Hey, don't
above
talk bad about Final
Slug.
Fantasy 4.
The Squeakquel, this
Oh,
after
you mean the
years.
after years? Okay. I don't know anything about that, so.
I don't either. But you know,
Okay,
it's like
yeah.
I love this world and these characters, and
Yeah, I
I
get
don't
what you
even know if
mean.
I had I don't know if I had a better time with it. I would rather play just about any other game right now than that game. Not, just using after years as an example, as though I've played it and it's shitty. Well, okay, well,
Yeah.
358/2 is an easier example. Like, I'd rather be playing fucking anything else
Okay,
than it than that.
I have to sort of, like, is 358 over 2, is it actually a bad game?
Uh,
I don't know anything about
I
Kingdom
I
Hearts.
I don't think so. I do not think 358/2 days is bad, but
Is
it's
the
not good.
general
You know, it's
consensus?
not it's not great. I wouldn't even say it's good. It's more
Okay.
of like
It's
if you're
just
already
not
in.
bad.
Right.
Okay.
It's really only hits good status if you're like locked into this story, like and kind of know what's going
Yeah.
on, the
Kind of like,
characters.
I don't know, like Dead Souls or Yakuza Dead Souls or something. Like
Right.
you love Kiryu,
Right.
so that's
Yeah,
probably not the
that's a
best
good
example since it's a
comparison.
spin-off. But yeah, I get what you. Uh, let's see. I don't know, like
Three five.
fucking, huh?
I was gonna say 358/2 days takes place between Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. During and you already know all the events that have happened in
In
this
one and
story, but
two,
you're able to.
it came out
Uh,
after those
it
two.
came out after 1 and 2. Yeah.
Okay, and it's between those two.
And it takes place between 1 and 2, and you get like another character's perspective on what was
Okay,
going on during that time, and you
yeah,
already know like the story. Kind of, there are some like secrets and reveals that you had no idea. But for the most part, you're kind
like
of
a
just going
Taro
through
moment.
emotions. Yeah, pretty much like a whole game worth of just
B
a different
playthrough.
perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, yeah.
Basically, I've just learned that I'm way more of through this list creation debacle drama mental break.
Nihilist episode.
Yeah, I've become. Yeah, I just hate life now. Uh, I've learned that I'm more of a retrospective guy. Like I'm more about like I like to listen to how people feel, how games have made people feel, rather than like, did you enjoy this game more than this game, kind of.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think my whole
But
side. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say just to preface, like I still think that lists are cool. Like I mean, I still do, but just for me, it's very hard to do that. Like it's almost like it feels impossible to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's very tough to do, but just that's kind of what makes it so interesting and fun to discuss and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, I guess my side of it is really just feeling no shame about any of the decisions, like having I don't know. Let me think about my list. Some like
And
odd
I get that
choices.
too. It's not even it's not even a shame thing for me. It's more of like I just truly don't believe that like it's possible for me to
Yeah, you just
say
don't
that one is
think.
better than the other. Like I just don't have
Yeah,
that in me. It's not like, oh man, it sucks that I love 358/2 days. Nobody likes that game. I don't give a shit. That doesn't bother me at all because
Yeah, it's more
I
the
don't care. I love those games.
yeah, it's more the fact that you're comparing like
Right.
stuff that can't be compared.
Right. It like physically hurts me, like my mind.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's interesting to do,
Yeah.
sort of
I
think
even like
about like a thought
I
experiment for yourself, really.
yeah. I even like watching other people's lists and stuff. Like I think it's cool. Like I definitely have no like list stuck or anything. It's just for me. I just can't do it.
Yeah. So
It just feels fucking impossible.
yeah, I mean that'd still be interesting to do for some future
Yeah, I'm gonna make like
content.
a 3 hour long list, but like make it super meta and like unnecessarily like philosophical for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, uh, that's
It's gonna
a.
get uh, super high production value.
I mean, we can always make my Xenogears title screen analysis video.
Everyone, go watch the Resonant Arc podcast.
Oh wait,
Okay, free plug.
uh, for some context, well, the Xenogears title screen is literally just a black and white, or not black and white. It's like black background and it's just like red and it has like an X and it just says Xenogears. That's it. So that.
We could spend a couple hours dissecting that.
And in my review, I wrote about that. That's why I was bringing it up as
Oh,
a
really?
joke. Yeah. I mean, I didn't like.
Did you post a review of it already? I didn't know. Like, did you already
No,
do that?
no. I'm
Oh,
not
okay. I
really
was like, damn, I
done
didn't
with
know.
it. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever post it or what. I don't know really what I'll do with it. Because I don't know. It's not really written for a video at the moment or a podcast or whatever. So it'd have to be adapted and
Right.
censored because I don't think anyone wants to hear me talk about the Xenogears title screen.
Dude, I would. I'd do it for hours. I want to be 3 hours long, just about the title screen. Maybe even like analyze the controller along with it and the way the
I mean,
controller
honestly, the
like
controls
is
are.
used in the game.
I have not talked about that, but I could very much because I don't know. It's just like it's a fun game to just play for me. It just feels. I don't know.
Analyze the
It's got a
font
good feel.
caption, the font that they use for the captions and like the words, why they
I mean,
chose
it
that font.
works. It works. It's not distracting. It conveys all
Yeah,
the stuff. But
yeah, that makes sense. I would hope so.
eventually, if you ever get to Xenogears and then we can have its episode, it'll definitely
I
be
will.
10 hours long, one sitting, 5 hours of it talking about the title screen.
Yeah, we won't even get like to the part where you play the game like for 10 hours.
I mean, yeah, like I haven't really dissected any of the story yet because I know that part it'll be the hardest for one, obviously, and it'll
Mm-hmm.
literally probably be like I
We'll
don't
take up the
know,
rest of
like
our lives.
yeah, fucking 10 pages or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, that part would have to be more high level kind of stuff because I mean I find that part super hard to really write about in any kind of
You
review.
should you should look into. Do you know who Tim Rogers is? I sent you a video of him. He did the Tokimeki Memorial retrospective thing.
Yeah.
In 2002, he's always been like a freelance like writer, video producer. In 2002, he kind of dropped like the very first big like I don't know how I would describe it, like game analysis thing, but like review slash love letter thing. It's
Yeah.
still big to this day. He did it for Metal Gear Solid 2.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, that's
And a lot of people look at that paper that he wrote. This was like 20 years ago, and like are still inspired by it. So that may help like with writing it.
yeah. I'll have to check that out. It's my reviews are not quite reviews analysis, more like me putting my thoughts and opinions of the
That's
game
what
on
that's what I
paper.
figured you were doing. That's why I
Yeah.
even.
So it could very easily turn into a podcast or a review or whatever, but yeah.
It's just weird to me that this was uploaded in 2002. It was like fucking 4 years old.
Wait, what was
This review analysis
4 years old?
experience thing with that he wrote on Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah, that would have been right around when it released, right? 2001?
Yeah.
2002?
We can drop a
Yeah,
link to it in the description.
we haven't even had a MGS retrospective. That would
Yeah, that'll
take
be.
quite a
I need to
while.
play those. I need to play them again so I'm like in a fresh mindset because I feel like I don't even like know near as much about the
Yeah.
lore story of Metal Gear as I used to.
Yeah, when was the last time you played not MGS5? Like,
The last I got like halfway through Metal Gear Solid 2 again. I downloaded it and played it on PCSX2.
whoa, whoa,
And
whoa. No.
I own it.
Yeah,
I own it
yeah,
somewhere,
I
dude.
just,
I own it.
yeah, just joking.
And that was the last time I played like one. The last time I like finished any of the ones on like the PlayStation 2 were probably like in junior high. When I played Metal Gear Solid 2, I was in 6th grade. I remember specifically.
Dang, I can't imagine playing that when I was in 6th grade.
Anyway, it was my
But
poppy's copy, my
yeah,
grandpa's, and I was like, okay, well, shit. He like played all of them, so I was down to
okay,
try it out.
yeah. I had the PlayStation demo disc, and I played the MGS demo, and I didn't like it when I was a kid. I thought it was too hard and scary.
Is it just like the opening
Yeah,
Tinker part? Not
yeah.
Tinker part.
No, no,
What is it? Getting in the Shadow Moses?
yeah. I think it's. I don't remember where it ended because I don't think I ever beat the demo. I remember like going up the elevator, that stuff, having to wait for the elevator, and just being scary. But yeah,
Yeah, I think that was a big demo, like on Pizza Hut demo discs. I don't know if
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what
It
it
was
was
one of
on, but
those kind of things. But yeah, that was basically my childhood experience with Metal Gear.
I've actually never even finished Metal Gear Solid 4 before. I played it.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, I played it after I finished 3. This was in junior high, and I don't even remember where I got. I think. Oh, fuck.
Huh?
I don't even remember.
That's
But it was just.
I wouldn't have ever thought that. I thought you would
No,
have
I've
beaten
never
it.
even No, I've never even finished it. That was one.
Huh?
I think I might have even had some kind of like bias towards it because my that was one of my poppy's first PS3 games, and
Mm-hmm.
he finished. He liked it, but he just would always complain about it to be. Uh, yeah, just he would just kind of talk about how like ridiculous it was, like in not an interesting way. Like it would just be so like fan servicey and like I don't know, like it just would get to be too much sometimes. I want to replay it again, but at the time it was just I wasn't into it.
Okay. I love MGS4. I'm not sure how controversial that really is because I know some people, some very vocal people, don't like it, like on the internet.
Yeah, it seems
like
to be.
4.5 hour long video about why it fucking is trash.
Yeah, and I don't think I've never seen anyone that like fucking hates it, like they just can't
Yeah,
fucking stand the game or anything. But because the game plays well, and I mean, at least it's interesting and different. But just more from
yeah,
like a perspective of like really loving 2 and 3 and 1. Like
yeah.
I
There's
don't
really
know.
the like anytime you close out a saga, it's gonna be divisive either way. But yeah, it's. I mean, it's definitely
It's a lot.
not
The
my
game,
favorite, but
there's a lot going on in it too. Like there's just so
yeah,
much
the
happening. It's like,
cutscene
oh
to
my god.
gameplay ratio.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's literally like
It's 8 hours, over 8 hours of cutscenes in a game that you can beat. I think my first playthrough was probably like 20 hours, so nearly half of it was
about
cutscenes.
half the game is cutscenes. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely not a perfect game, but oh, I
I need to
enjoyed it.
play it again before I have any kind of like actual like none of these are final thoughts because I haven't played it in so long. But
Yeah,
just going off of how I played it back then.
yeah, it's not on my list. I'll tell you that. But
It is not on your list.
it's not on the list. No.
Dude, I'm imagining your list is gonna be like, well, I already okay. Let me. This is a fun game. This will be a fun game, I think, for
There are a
me.
few Metal Gear games on the list, but that's not one of them.
I think I know number one. I do. I think I do. I could be wrong,
Yeah,
actually.
it might
Do we want to
surprise
go?
you.
Do we want to go into this, or do you not even want to? Do you not want to do this? Does this need to be? Well, this can be a drop right now. This is a pretty big.
I mean,
You know, you have a stage
you
right
can
now. This is a
guess.
big moment.
I don't know if
This
I
is
can reveal anything.
you have a stage, man. You
But
have
I
a
mean, you
stage
might
right
as
now.
well. You sort of teased it. You gotta. It's not Shinmu. I'll tell you that.
Okay, that was gonna be my first guess. So I get another guess now because you stole that one
Yeah, that
from
was
me.
like the obvious one. That's why I had to.
Uh, Man,
I don't know if
is
you
it a
could
Metal
hear that, but
Gear?
that was a really loud.
Yeah, yes, yeah. It sounds like somebody fucking died. Dude, all the
Yeah,
Metal Gear
I'm
Solid
dead right
4.
now.
Fuck.
Cue the you are dead. No,
Dude, I'm
but
getting a
well,
guess. I'm getting a
yeah.
guess. And,
I just had to
dude, I
keep
need
stalling
3.
until you forget your guess.
Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna. Is it a Fantasy Star game?
Number one? What?
Okay, then that wasn't a guess.
What? What? I don't know where
Uh,
you're guessing.
I'm guessing for number one. And that didn't count.
No, it's
Um,
Fantasy. I've only played Fantasy Star One, uh,
is it
so I can't.
Yakuza 4 or 5?
No, that's two guesses. You just said two.
No, yeah, no. I said 4. I meant to say 5. I meant to say 5 because I know you like 5. Um, Dude, I don't want too much.
Well, actually, even
time
if you
either.
guess it, I can't reveal it. You can't just reveal number one.
What's number 2? Is it Shenmue? Has to be Shenmue.
No, I'm not lying. It really isn't.
Number 3 is Shenmue.
Let me pull up my list. All right.
This is a big reveal right now, dude. Come on, you gotta hype it up a little bit. Get the audience.
You gotta get a teaser.
Oh,
This is like a Kojima style, Death Stranding levels of PR.
oh right. You gotta play games with their head. You're like number 1 is Superman 64 or something.
That's actually number 4.
Super Mario 64 or
No.
Superman 64. Shenmue is number 3.
No.
Final Fantasy 7 is number 1.
That is a good guess, but no.
Fuck, dude.
I haven't made it to that part of the list.
Oh, you haven't figured out your top 3 yet. Is that what you're
No, I
saying?
made it to that part of the list. Where Final Fantasy VII
Okay.
is, it's not like in a solid
Okay.
order.
Dude, how do I
Oh
know
yeah,
you're
Final
number
Fantasy
1?
VII is on the list.
I should know you're number 1. How do I not know Is this not something that we've discussed before? What should I know this? Is what I'm asking.
Well, the number one's a little iffy. That's why I can't really like.
Okay.
For number one, you really have to think about it.
Dude, I'm thinking so hard. I feel
Like I got like a hypothesis, you know. Don't really have a solid thing, you know. I gotta go out into the field, do some empirical study.
Yeah. Get some specimen.
I will say number 2 has been on the list ever since I played it, pretty much.
When did you make this list?
Gosh. Like in my head, probably like 2018.
Alright, so...
But it's gone through a lot of iterations, adding, subtracting.
How long has number 2 been on your list?
Since I beat it. I don't remember. I don't remember. No, that's not number 2.
Is it number 1?
No.
Oh fuck, dude! What the hell?
I think I need to give you one at this point.
Yeah, dude, I'm fishing hard, bro. I'm getting no bites.
It was like a near replicant fishing.
Yeah, I guess there's no fucking bites.
That's my number 1, near replicant fishing. Not the game, just the fishing.
Oh, I got a guess. One more. Deadly Premonition, number 1.
No.
Fuck. Or number 2.
No.
Dude, I don't even know you.
I love it. I love Deadly Premonition, but it's not that.
It's not GOAT. Right,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
a GOAT.
It's like it's on the list, but it's not a GOAT, you know.
Right, yeah,
here, wait. I'll give you a hint.
I need some hints.
One of the games that's very high on the list we have talked about in the podcast already.
Is it a Nier game? I didn't know if you liked Nier that much.
Replicant's on my list, but it's not that high.
Okay, so what else have we talked about? Okay. It's not Nier. I'm just that last episode we did was so Nier focused.
No, I'm in this episode, not last episode.
Oh, we talked about it this episode. We talked about Metroid.
Yeah, it's Metroid Prime, since I haven't played it.
That's why I know it can't be that, because I haven't even fucking played it.
Metroid Prime 2 is my number 1. Metroid Prime 3 is my number 2.
That's what I figured. Metroid Fusion, number 3.
Other M, number 4.
Kingdom Come, Deliverance?
That's not even on my list.
Is it really not?
No, it might be because I forgot to add it. But no, that would not be in my top 10.
Bro, what other
easily
about?
Not my top 10.
Okay,
I'll give you a hint. It is.
Yeah, I need more hints.
It's like we were literally just talking about before we got onto this topic.
This time thing is not doing good for me. You know, I'm not good with. I don't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah, you're a nihilist now from your.
Yeah.
From Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts made you a nihilist.
Literally.
Make that your YouTube video essay title.
We were literally just fucking talking about it before this. We were talking about Metal Gear. I mean, that's all I know.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't guess that because I thought it was. I thought that was like off the table for some reason.
It was like so obvious that.
Yeah, I thought I was like it wasn't even guessing it because it was like, it wasn't brought up before. So, okay, Metal Gear Solid 4. Since you say you like that one the most.
No, when we first got on the topic, I said it's not on the list.
Metal Gear Solid 3. That's a fan favorite.
That's on the list, but it's not that high.
Metal Gear Solid, the original on PlayStation 1.
What are you guessing? Like, where are you?
I'm guessing Metal Gear Solid. I'm guessing Metal Gear Solid. Yeah.
No.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
No. Are you
What other
guessing for
Metal
number
Gear?
1? What are you guessing?
I'm guessing for 1, 2, or 3.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2 is in the top 3.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, that's my
Okay.
favorite in the series.
That is also my favorite. That's kind of
Nice.
an under
It's a very underappreciated
appreciated.
game, and I guess it completely hinges upon the fact that, like, whether or not you like Raiden or not.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I've never really had any like disdain for him. I know a lot of people do, but I don't really care. He's not like a fucking, I guess, goat character, but he's meant to be like a player insert. It's like it's not really.
Yeah, that's really what I loved about the character, and how it's just sort of like, I don't know, he's like just a generic sort of I don't
Yeah,
know,
he.
like
I mean,
anime boy character.
yeah. Technically, he really is not a great character, but it's all that.
That's kind of the
That's
whole
one
point
point
of
where it's.
Raiden.
Yeah, that's one point where I'm like, yeah, it's kind of obvious that that's what it's trying to do.
Yeah,
What it's going for.
it's sort of like the player. Uh, I don't know. I guess, yeah, like you said, it's just like a insert for the player. Like, if you've played Metal Gear Solid 1, then you're sort of just like a homo for Snake, kind of like
Right. Yeah.
Raiden is.
Hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. It just really stuck with me ever since I beat it. And even just like without the story, I think Metal Gear Solid 2 is just like one of the most fun stealth games.
Yeah, no, it is. It is good. I love Metal Gear Solid 2 for so many reasons. There's like a lot of things,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I think it's the little things for me that kind of like put it on the top, I guess. Like
Yeah.
the environments and how things are like very interactive. Like you can shoot
Shoot the
like certain
pots
things.
and pans
Eh,
and play Ode to Joy.
Yeah, and they all
Ice
have.
cubes melting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all like very weird to me, but I'm just fascinated with that even being a
Yeah.
thing. Like, and just the layout of like um the area. What's the Shadow Moses like place that Raiden is going through? Like the different
Yeah, the
oil
tanker
tanker.
chapter in the it's like a an oil rig kind of thing. I forgot what
Yeah,
it's called, but yeah.
yeah. There's a name for it. I just don't remember. It's like everything's orange. Like all the things are. I don't remember the name of it though, but yeah, just the
Yeah.
way everything's laid out is like perfect. Like it's like so polished.
Yeah, and I also had the advantage of knowing nothing about the game. I just thought it would be a normal Solid Snake adventure kind of thing, like
Yeah,
MGS1, and it definitely wasn't. But I was all for that. I guess people who played it when it launched were just like not expecting that.
yeah. I could. That's another game where like if I could go back and like play a game like without knowing anything about it, like day one, Metal Gear Solid 2 is up there because
Yeah,
like that just doesn't happen in games anymore. I don't
yeah,
know the last time that's happened in a game, like the protagonist switcheroo, like almost complete switcheroo on everything.
yeah. uh, yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. I haven't played it, so I don't really know for certain. But how similar is that to someone like Last of Us?
Yeah, I
Would
was
that be a fair
that's
comparison?
funny. I knew there was another game that did that, and like I even remember talking to Corbin about how it reminded me of MGS2. But yeah, no, that is the same thing. Nobody, literally nobody knew you'd be playing as Abby for half the game before it came out.
Oh, okay. It's the tanker and the plant. Just called the
Okay, yeah,
plant.
yes, yes, the plant.
But yeah, and I really loved the all the bosses in the game, like the freaking fat man on skates is just so
yeah, that was cool.
amazing and ridiculous. But it's I don't know. To me, it works.
It's very Metal Gear Solid, like Metal Gear Solid 2 vibes, and I feel like when I played Metal Gear Solid 4, it felt like it was like trying to almost replicate, but like go like a 3 levels above the ridiculousness of MGS2. Like it would just
Yeah.
like take what MGS2 did and like triple down on it to the point where it just felt like they were like pandering to me, like trying to be like overly weird. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can see that argument.
Metal Gear Solid 3 is in a totally different like
Yeah,
based
3,
realm.
yeah. I guess 3 was really made a lot in response to 2 and sort of pander to, in a way, pander to like those people that hated it for like
Yeah.
Raiden and its ridiculousness. Because 3's a like, I don't know, it's fairly straightforward, really. There's not a lot of just
Yeah, there's
crazy stuff. I mean, there's like, what's his name? The big boss guy who's just like
oh,
Electric
is
Man.
it Vladimir or what I forget what his name is. He becomes the Man on Fire
Yeah.
in Metal Gear Solid 5, but I don't remember his name. Yeah, it's just like ridiculous. The enemies always end up being just like so out there and like bizarre.
Yeah. But I mean, 3 is like probably the most toned down it ever
Yeah,
was.
it's like kind of grounded.
But yeah,
MGS5 is a very weird mixture of 3 and 2's
2,
like
yeah.
bombasticness. Because there's the Man on Fire, like literally a dude just like on fire.
Yeah,
Like
the
all the
guy from
time.
the guy from the opening of the game.
Yeah. And there's the young Psycho Mantis.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I basically know most of MGS5, but I've just never finished it. I guess MGS5 to me is like what you think of 4.
yeah, maybe. I want to go back and play 4, so you should probably you need to go back and actually like play 5 because there's something there that's kind of hard to even describe, like the fun value wise of it. It doesn't
Yeah, I
have
mean,
like
it's a very polished game and fun. I played like over 15 hours, I think. It's just
Yeah.
story-wise, I don't know, it just never grabbed me
The loop
in the slightest.
there are some big story moments where it's like, okay, well that's good, and not counting the ending either. There are
Yeah,
some pretty
you're all
good
big
like
boss kind of thing.
yeah. That's a little bit. There's a lot of reveals that are better than that one, but really the fun part of the game is like S ranking your missions.
Yeah.
But the big draw for me playing it was the loop of upgrading Mother Base and like recruiting new
Yeah.
people and like the meta game of like researching like leveling up your R&D team and
You
this
never
team and all this stuff.
you never played. Did you play Peace Walker? I don't.
No, I didn't play Peace Walker.
Okay. Yeah, I think I played 5 right after Peace Walker, so I think a lot of it was burnout and the fact that I really, I don't know, Metal Gear, I really enjoyed the linear aspect of it. Now it's,
Yeah. For
I
all
don't know.
dude, Metal Gear Solid 5 is like it's an open world game, I guess technically, but it's all like everything is on paths. Like it's not like
Yeah,
literally
that was
open, like, you
another.
can't.
Yeah, that was another thing I hated about it. I felt like the open
Yeah,
world was just kind of like
it would have been better if it like
not even.
literally was open. Like if it wasn't like just pathways,
Yeah,
because it ends up getting like you have to like ride your horse or your
yeah,
car for like 15 minutes to get somewhere, and
yeah. It's kind of
you have
like
to
a
like
facade, really. It's like it sort of is open world, but you can't. Like you're just restricted to these hallways, essentially, or roadways,
yeah.
networks, kind of thing.
It's kind of how the Fable games are, where it's like an open world, but it's all path based. There is not, you can't like, if you see something, you can't be like, oh, I can see it, I'm gonna go there.
Yeah.
Is that the Skyrim
Yeah.
Skyrim thing? Like, you see that mountain, you can go there.
Yeah, it's like an anti Breath of the Wild, where in like Breath of the
Yeah.
Wild, you can literally go pretty much any path you want, right?
Hmm.
And it, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
Breath
will
of the Wild
say,
takes that to the next level.
what?
Breath of the Wild kind of takes that.
Oh
You can
yeah,
see
yeah,
that you can go there to
definitely.
the whole different level.
Probably like the best it's ever been done in anything.
Yeah, it's literal because it's literally just like it's just true, unless you're on the
Yeah,
edge of the map or something.
yeah, but even then they sort of
Yeah,
build the
you can.
natural sort of barriers where you'll just instantly die.
Yeah,
But yeah, um, see, how do we see? We're talking about.
it's a lot of
It's
tangents.
very interesting. There's never really a topic, so
Well,
the whole thing is a
there's a
tangent,
lot. There's a
essentially.
lot of topics. That's the
Yeah,
idea.
so much
You
topics.
never get bored.
So you did say MGS2 was your favorite, right?
Yes, MGS2 is my favorite, and I went back
So
and
would that,
played
I
through
gotta
like
guess now, since it's my turn, would that be in the top 5 somewhere?
no.
Top 10?
Uh, I haven't even created a rough outline for my list yet, so I don't even know. I just have them all listed here, like in no particular order. It might be in
Okay.
the top 10.
Alright.
It might
That's
be.
yeah, I guess a lot of it is, it seems like more recent stuff sort of floats to the top kind of thing. It's kind of hard to remember, I don't know, like stuff I liked 10 years ago or
Right.
whatever.
I'm usually pretty good about like remembering like what's impacted me the most, because I get what you're saying, like where there's the honeymoon phase, like, oh, I just played this game, so it's like this is like my favorite game right now. I mean, everyone has that. That's kind of a just a
Yeah. Yeah,
human
just a,
thing, you know.
yeah.
But near two near games, I truly they are in the top 10 list, like
Yeah, I
easily
was gonna
for me.
guess that. Yeah, that's like too obvious, you know.
Um, and Hollow Knight in the top 10 for me. Um,
Celeste.
maybe that might be.
Mm.
That might not be either. So I don't know about that one. That's in the top 20. We'll give it the top
And now
20
it's my
turn then.
turn to get like 30 incorrect answers.
Yeah. You have a cheat code. You have my list, so you can't look at it.
I have not looked at it actually. I did not look at
Okay.
it.
Well, go
And
ahead
plus,
and
it's
guess.
unordered, right?
Right, it's not in order, but
I mean,
if
your
you
real
look at
list
it, then
isn't
you'll
even
still
ordered.
have.
Yeah, so um, 358 over 2.
Dude, my list is all kinds of fucked up. I got Kingdom Hearts. I have Kingdom Hearts.
See, Kingdom Hearts 2, is that in the top 10?
Kingdom Hearts 2 is the best Kingdom Hearts game. Yes, it is in the top 10.
That was just a guess. I was gonna guess 1 or 2, flip a coin. 2.
2 is a GOAT.
Yeah, I do need to play those. I do want to play those.
And I'm kind of afraid for you to play those. We're gonna make fun of it the whole. We're gonna make fun of it the whole time. And
No.
I will be like, be on board actually with making fun of it. That's kind of the weird part. Is like I can very much make fun of those games, but I can't not love them.
No, I would never do that.
Dude, I would want you to almost. I kind of into the vibe of hating on Kingdom
I mean,
Hearts.
I like near replicant fishing, so I mean,
True,
what do you?
true. I can't hate on that. That's pretty niche little
MGS2 is
market you
my
got going
favorite
on.
MGS, so
Yeah, we're both in the same camp there. It's pretty
yeah, that's pretty. I wasn't expect.
under
I thought you would
opinion.
say 5 is your favorite,
No, it's 2 and
or
then
maybe
5.
3, because everyone
2.
says 3.
It's 2, 5, 3, and then 1.
See, mine is 2, 1, 3.
Yeah, that's probably pretty.
And then
Here.
MG2, Solid Snake. I think that game is
Oh
very
yeah, okay.
criminally
MSX
underrated.
games.
The
I've never
second
even
one.
attempted those.
It's pretty much just Metal Gear Solid, but 2D.
Hmm I wanted to try it out because I had watched a lot of gameplay, and it really is. I remember thinking like, wow, this like legitimately just is like Metal Gear Solid, but in like from an isometric point of view, like
Yeah,
2D.
basically, yeah. I guess that was the whole point with the Metal Gear Solid. Sort of like going to 3D. I think that had
Hmm
a certain aspect to it. I mean, it's definitely different. It's not just straight up a one-for-one remake,
Right,
but
right,
it's sort of like how MGS3 is to MGS1. It's kind of like that.
right.
How like they're
Yeah, I get that.
fairly similar structurally and story-wise.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2, I guess, is the last one to use the, I, I guess, like the cinematic camera angle type stuff. Metal Gear Solid 3 is kind of more of a
Uh,
third
the
person.
original version of Metal Gear Solid 3 used that
Oh, really?
style.
I didn't even
Yeah,
know
that's
that.
how I originally played Metal Gear Solid 3. And that's part of the reason why I don't like it as much. But then I replayed it, and with the how they did the remake or the updated version to it, where it's a third person sort of
Yeah,
normal
that's what
camera.
I've
Yeah,
played.
yeah, that's what most people remember. But the original version is like that, but it doesn't really work for the jungle environments. In fact, it kind of
Yeah, I
hurts
was
it.
thinking, I couldn't even imagine. Yeah, it would be weird because everything looks,
Yeah,
unpurposely, everything looks kind of the same. You kind of have to like work your way, like
yeah,
explore this environment. It's a lot more open in a lot of the areas too.
yeah,
So like
definitely.
having the like Resident Evil-ish almost camera angles is kind of it wouldn't work.
Yeah, yeah, it's really, I don't know, it's kind of a testament to how amazing the game is that I love it, despite the fact that it's
Yeah.
played it with the worst camera of all time for that game.
What is that called? There's a word for the camera where you can't like move it. Is there not like a technical term for that?
I mean, you can move it. It's just sort of, it's just an overhead view. It's not quite fixed like
Yeah,
Resident
that was the word
Evil.
I was.
It's like it.
It's a little more dynamic than Resident Evil, but
Yeah,
it's still like it's
it's still like a
uh
top down. Yeah, like that, like MGS1 style.
yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't work. So that was the best move they've ever done by re-releasing the game with that third-person camera angle.
Yeah, that's cool. I like straight up did not even know that
Yeah, I
existed.
played. Yeah, I have the original. That's what I played first, and yeah, every other version after that fixed it. But yeah.
Hmm.
Uh,
Damn.
See, how do we even get that from Kingdom Hearts 2?
Uh, probably just talking about my list here. You were guessing.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's how.
Dude, Donkey Kong Country Returns, best Donkey Kong Country game. That shouldn't even be an unpopular opinion.
Uh, I have downloaded that game, but I haven't played it. I played Tropical Freeze.
That one is really good too. I'm on the
Yeah,
very last world of it. I just haven't picked it up, finished it.
yeah, I've never beat
Donkey
it,
Kong
but I like Tropical Freeze, so I'll have to check out Returns.
Donkey Kong Country 2. That was like a game I had on the Wii Virtual Console when I was younger. I played that so much. It's one of the best 2D platformers from that era,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I played DKC, and that one's just amazing. So I imagine two is good, probably better if they improve.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
awesome. It's like truly like amazing. I've never played Donkey Kong Country 3 though.
yeah, I haven't either.
Super Mario Picross is on there on my pool.
Really?
Yeah,
That's that's cool.
I'll just list some stuff because I don't even know. Like I have way more than 50 games here too, so it's like
Yeah, it's like a rough draft, or maybe
right. I
just
don't know where
final
to
draft
go.
if you never touch it again.
Yeah, this could be it, man.
You could just burn this and never play anything again after this.
Persona 3 up there.
Nice.
That
I
might be in the
love the
top
cover of that
15.
game, but I haven't played it. The art style,
Right.
artwork.
Oh, it OST in Persona 3 is god
I have
tier.
played Persona, as
I've
in,
not played.
like, yeah, Shin Megami Tensei Persona.
Yeah,
The
I have not
first,
played any. Well, I played SMT3.
yeah,
I got
Nocturne.
yeah, I got
I have
pretty
not played that
far
one.
into it, but I don't know. I didn't like it that much. It was good, but it was just really hard. Like I would get
Yeah,
frustrated and like
yeah.
want to
Here
go
it's a
to
brutal game,
the
but
music and like the world was really cool though.
yeah,
Felt very Ava-y, like like very
yeah,
dystopian, apocalyptic, weird kind of surreal stuff, and I was into that. But
yeah,
outside of that, I didn't really care.
yeah. SMT is, I hear, is a very different beast than Persona. It's sort of like split into two series at this point. I guess with
Yeah,
uh, probably like Persona 3 or something where that happens. It seems like there's a big shift in people that like don't necessarily like liking one doesn't mean you'll love the other.
right. Yeah, I don't really know any SMT fans or like anyone that's ever played them before, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's, I guess it's a lot more obscure since they're more of a Japanese thing. Persona is a lot more popular here.
Yeah, Persona's a lot easier to recommend too, just because it's
Yeah,
a lot more story driven, a lot less like
yeah,
frustrating, and also the music's just fucking amazing. I don't know if the music's amazing in SMT or not, but it's pretty goat status in the Persona games.
yeah. Is that the only one on your list? Or you got
3 and 5.
P5?
Yeah, 3. I put 3 a little bit above 5 if I were to actually list
What
this.
about 4?
I never played 4.
Oh, that's a good
From
reason
3.
not to have it then.
Yeah, I went from 3 to 5.
I have 4 on my list. I haven't played it yet though. It's
Yeah,
like
I'm
my
gonna
number
get
4.
there. I'm a big Persona fan, and I'm gonna play my first one next week.
Yeah.
First Persona game. Final
Uh,
Fantasy is kind of sad here on my list because I haven't like finished a lot of them.
mm. Yeah, I've
I mean,
played. I've beat 1 and 7. So, and 1 is not on my list.
I've got 10, 14, and 15
10,
on my list.
14.
I would have to put.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you haven't beat 7. I forget.
Yeah, no, I haven't
Just
finished
have to
it.
bring
I
that up
would.
every time until you beat it.
Yeah, I know it's like a guilt trip moment. I wouldn't put 13 on here. I love 13, but I wouldn't put it on here still. 14 probably is. I mean, it's almost. I kind of have to put it at the top almost. Like
Yeah, if
I
you're
wouldn't
going
put
by
that much.
playtime.
I wouldn't put that much time into something though either if I
Yeah,
didn't enjoy it.
yeah, definitely. Yeah,
I haven't played that in a while now. I feel kind of proud, like I'm an addict, like recovered addict.
yeah.
Been a week.
See, which ones have you played? 10, 14, 13,
Yeah, 10,
some of 4.
10, 13, 14, 15,
Oh, yeah, 15.
some of
Some
4,
of 4.
and probably like a little over a third of 7.
Yeah,
It's just you
I
get
feel like I
so
ask
good.
you every time where you got to, but I never remember.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know where I got to.
Yeah, now you just have to restart, but that's not a bad thing, I
That
guess.
was right when I was in the process of moving. I
Uh,
was like playing that, so then I got caught up in that, and
yeah, I remember
you're
talking
like,
to
well, play
you
that.
while you were playing it.
Yeah, I was in Florida at that time,
Yeah, I
and
remember Steam
it was only like
chatting.
maybe a couple of weeks after that I started to move.
Yeah. Yeah, you actually shouldn't finish it. It sucks.
Yeah, I've heard it's fucking terrible, bro.
Uh,
I'm gonna pop in Drake and the 99 Dragons instead. It's a better game for PS2.
yeah, Enter the Dragonfly.
Yeah, I'm speedrunning that.
Yeah, you can beat in like, was it like
I think
pretty
it's
much
like 2
instantly?
minutes.
Yeah, it's like 2 minutes or something.
Yeah, those kind of speedrunning categories are like not even possible to get into because it's just so short and optimized. You'll just get the same
Yeah.
time as everyone else.
Plus, it's just not a good game to begin with.
Right, yeah.
I can understand
You don't really want to
speedrunning
waste your
some if
time.
you enjoy it, but like speedrunning just a game that is just trash.
Yeah, I've never finished that game. I don't even think I've ever finished the first level of that game. Even as a kid, like it fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Remember the first level was like China themed, like fireworks and stuff. Like I remember like popping it in and starting there every time, just because I would only play for like 5 minutes at a time because I'd get
Yeah.
fucking
Not
tired
even
of it.
bother to make a save.
Yeah, yeah. So like just fuck it.
Yeah. Don't even put a memory card in.
Just falling through the world and like the game would freeze and run at like slideshow frame rates. I didn't even know what was happening at the time, but it just pissed me off.
Yeah.
I had to watch a
Uh,
Digital Foundry video on Enter the Dragonfly
yeah,
to
when
see
you were a
which system
kid.
it ran better on. Yeah.
Do you have the Spyro Trilogy, right? On there?
Yeah, I have it
I
on
assume you
Steam.
have to. No, I mean on your list.
Oh, yeah, 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 I do. I don't know where I'd put it. It would go in the top 20.
Yeah, I only had the first one as a kid. So,
Yeah, that's probably the worst
yeah, it's
one.
definitely the worst one. I mean, I loved it. Even now, I still like it.
Yeah, no, I love it too.
But yeah, I can't imagine that 2 and 3 are like worse. Same thing with Crash.
Oh, yeah, no. 2 is Ripto's Rage is one of my favorite games ever. Ripto's Rage might hit top 10 status.
Dang, that's high
Above any
praise.
other
I'll have
above above the Crashes, above the Ratchet and Clanks.
nice.
Uh,
Yeah, I'll have to get that on Duck Station. The
yeah,
goat.
dude, you will
I'll
not.
need a plug for Duck Station because it's the best emulator of all time.
Yeah, aren't you on the dev team for Duck Station or something?
No.
Oh, you're not. You're not on the GitHub. You're not part of the
Yeah, I
GitHub crew.
contributed. I added a comment.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, I
Yeah.
say there you go.
So you put the Spyro trilogy above the Crash trilogy?
Yeah, I gotta say I would. Yeah,
Like
I love Crash,
the
but
first Spyro above your favorite
well,
Crash game, or Ratchet and Clank, or whatever.
yeah. Well, now you're making me have a Final
Yeah,
Fantasy like
a
the
guilt
window,
trip.
the window break moment.
I'm trying to do it. Okay,
The walls
well,
start crumbling down.
would
I love
would you
Spyro.
have any of the Crash trilogy on your
Would I have
list?
any of the Crash? Yes, I would on the top 50. Not the
Uh,
top 10.
what about
I
CTR? Is the most important question.
Dude, you're gonna not like me for this. Well,
You don't like it?
I've never played it. I've never played
Oh,
Crash Team Racing.
okay, that's not. You can't be mad at someone for that.
Right. I still have. That should excite you, right? That should be like,
Yeah.
wow. Well, you're
If
gonna.
you said like, "Oh, it fucking sucks," I'm not putting that in my top 50. So my bottom 50,
Yeah,
bottom
right.
10. Yeah.
That's the top 10 worst games. I mean,
Yeah. No, that's on mine. That's in my top 50.
I've
That's just
heard nothing but praise for it, so I'm sure I would like it.
yeah.
Especially I've
Plus, I
seen
have the
gameplay.
nostalgia for it as well.
Right. That's also part of my Spyro thing too. I
Yeah.
think it's just because I have nostalgia for all of them. I didn't really. I had no Crash Bandicoot games growing up besides Crash Twinsanity. I played
Oh,
like the
okay.
shit out of that though. I would put Crash Twinsanity above any of the PS1 games. It's the biggest. It's gonna get us canceled for
That's.
even saying that.
I mean, that game is definitely the best post CTR Crash game by far, and I think its only issue is that it's so obviously incomplete and rushed.
Yeah, yeah. There are. It is weirdly like
But I'd say like
incomplete.
quality per level is so good.
Yeah, it is awesome. Yeah, if that had like even just like 6 more months of dev time, that could have been like one of
Yeah.
the best open world. Like it's not even really open, and I don't know how I would. It's
Yeah,
very
I mean
like
it's like a connected Dark Souls.
yeah, yeah,
Dark
yeah.
Souls world.
It's a Souls-like
Metroidvania
platformer.
Crash game.
Yeah, pretty much. I remember
Yeah,
you could
it's
like sequence break parts of that game.
yeah,
That was the first
yeah.
game I.
I
That's the
remember
first game I had ever done with that, and I didn't even mean to.
yeah. Yeah, you'd like go to I know you'd go back to the like islands and you would have to like replay whole sections.
Yeah, it would suck. Yeah,
Yeah.
anyway, it was. I don't think I ever had like a good sequence break either. It was always like that where
No, it was
like
always yeah, you had to replay an hour of the
I
game.
yeah, I would trigger like a cutscene that I watched like an hour ago and have to redo
Yeah.
it. I
Yeah,
remember I had
it's
to redo. There was a part where you have to like ride in Cortex down like a snowy mountain or something. But for some
yeah.
reason, I kept triggering it over and over. Like I didn't even know what the fuck to do. But I kept
Yeah.
going back to the
Yeah.
top, and it would just keep doing it. And I was like, I don't know what I need to do.
Yeah, every time you enter the little hallway, it'll trigger that every time, you know. I remember
Yeah, it
doing
was
that a
weird.
lot. Did you ever beat it? I assume so.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
it's not
I
long.
did finish it. I finished it eventually, but
Yeah, it's
it
a
was definitely like months of like playing it off and on as a kid.
yeah, for me it was like the exact opposite. I only had Spyro 1 and pretty much I had pretty much all of them, all the Crash games up to Twinsanity.
Mm.
So, but
I had Wrath of Cortex when I was really little, but like
yeah,
I didn't play a lot of it. I don't remember much.
I I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people like hate it, consider it like the Enter the Dragonfly, but I think it's a very underrated.
Yeah, I played it on Dolphin just a couple of years ago and got a decent chunk of the way into it. It's nowhere near as like polished, I guess, as the original trilogy, but it's not bad. It's like still
Yeah,
Crash Bandicoot at the end of the day, like
yeah,
the
yeah,
formula.
yeah. I'd say like it doesn't deserve its hate, but yeah, it's not perfect, and it's kind of just like Crash 3, but more.
Yeah, it's not comparable at all to Enter the Dragonfly quality or anything.
Yeah,
I think that's what people think of with that game. They're like, oh, it's like that. It's like bad, like that Spyro game. I think they came out probably around the same time. So
yeah.
when they're nothing alike.
So which one from the original trilogy would you pick?
For Crash Bandicoot, right?
Yeah, yeah. No Spyro
Uh,
too. Right.
I have finished all of them. I had the Insane Trilogy. But dude, this is once again it's gonna hit weird note. I love Crash One. I love the original Crash Bandicoot. I got the
Yeah,
platinum trophy in that game,
I
and
like it a lot, but I mean I'm biased. I played all three of them to death.
uh, I love Crash 2 as well, like a lot. I never like went
Yeah.
back and did everything in it. And Crash 3 was fun too. I remember not being as into like the side games or like the not
Like the
main stuff
vehicle
in it.
levels, that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
I liked the
Yeah.
Coco parts where you could like drive on the
Like the jet
water, like a
ski
jet ski.
and
Those were
the
okay.
the tiger.
Yeah, but I remember the motorcycle parts would like piss me
Yeah.
off. I don't remember why, but they would just fucking make me mad.
Yeah, those are my least favorite. And then there's the one airplane level for
Yeah,
Crash.
I remember that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never tried to like get platinum relics or anything with those though. And
Yeah.
go fucking crazy.
I'm not. For me, it'd be. See, the thing with two has like the worst final boss ever.
Yeah, is that do you fight? Who do you fight at the end of two? I don't even remember.
It's Cortex. It's Cortex in all of them, but you just chase him. You're in the
Oh yeah, with the
jetpack in
jetpack.
space.
Yeah, okay, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, two is probably my favorite level wise, but the final boss is just not even a boss.
In three, in three is there a boss
Yeah.
where there is a boss where you have to like throw Wumpa fruit at it to like destroy parts of the armor or something on like a robot machine. Or is that like not the final boss? There's some boss where you have to do that. I
That's
remember.
not the final boss. Yeah. Oh, throw Wumpa fruit. That is Crash Two.
Okay,
You're thinking
I'm
the
just
engine
confusing them.
fight uh,
Yeah,
from Crash Two.
I remember thinking that was cool.
Yeah, that one is good. That's like the penultimate final
Yeah, the
boss.
highlight boss.
Uh, yeah, Crash Two in general just doesn't have great bosses. Um,
What about Crash 4? Have you played that? I haven't even played it.
no, I have not. So
It looks good. I just never,
yeah,
I never got it. Corbin has it. I just never played it.
yeah, yeah.
Corbin, my brother. I forget we're even recording right now. Corbin, my brother.
Yeah, it's just been so natural. Just
Yeah, it's
two
all
pros,
natural.
two pros at work.
Yeah, getting paid,
Mm.
monetization money.
Well, I'd say you
Where are we?
definitely need to try out CTR.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
do.
favorite.
Have you played the remake of it or like just the original?
I platinumed the remake in a month, less than a month, like when it
Jesus Christ.
launched. Not a month ago, like when it launched.
Yeah, when it came out. It got good reviews and stuff when it came out, but I just had no like nostalgia for it, so I just never got it.
Yeah, I like the original more, but the remake is good. Yeah. In fact, it's probably technically better. It's basically CTR plus Nitro Kart.
Hmm.
It has all the
Oh,
stages and all that.
I did play Crash Tag Team Racing when I was little. That was
Yeah,
such a weird game. Like, and so like I felt like it wasn't balanced right or something. I liked like exploring the overworld, like when you weren't racing and like collecting stuff and talking to people. But once you
yeah.
get in a race,
It's just not fun.
like yeah, I didn't like I kind of didn't even know how to lose a race. Like I couldn't lose it. Like I
Yeah.
felt like because if you like I don't know. I mean, it kind of looks like you're fucking another car, I guess. Just like kind of straight up you pretty much unconsensually like tie onto another car, and I remember I could like tie in to someone's specific car and just stay in it like almost the whole game. Like I could just keep getting in their car over and over and shooting people behind me, and like there is just no chance of losing.
Yeah, I never beat that game. I didn't like it at all. But
Yeah, I don't think I did either.
yeah. Uh I remember thinking the platforming sections were all right, but yeah, once you get into a race, I didn't like it.
Yeah, it was like really not well made or fun. Like there was just no like Like they felt like the tracks were like Hot Wheel tracks, like super
Hot Wheel
straight with
track.
like random turns. Like every once in a while, there was no like originality to any of it.
Yeah. Uh,
How long are we into this?
you want to take a guess?
An hour and 20 minutes.
Hour 54.
Dude, you want to do two episodes? Split it up, or no? We could have like episode 2 and then episode 2 after show. Just like cut it somewhere that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if that would flow well because I don't know. I'd say it's not.
Dude, after shows are like a good way to get retention.
Yeah. Just figuring out where to split it.
Yeah, that would be kind of rough.
I
You don't want to
suppose
watch. You don't want to listen to this for 2 hours.
Yeah, I don't know. We should probably not just talk about it on the podcast. Kind of meta.
Yeah, that's how we do it. We don't have anything to hide.
Yeah.
We're not hiding anything.
Yeah, we're not after your ad revenue.
Yeah, we don't care. Are we doing this for money? No. Come on, man.
Yeah, except my Duck Station sponsor.
Oh yeah, true.
But aside from that,
And my Square Enix affiliation.
Square Enix. Yeah, and my Monolith Soft ambassador program.
Yeah.
Plus Sega.
Dude, you are like the Yakuza spokesperson.
Yakuza Shenmue ambassador.
That's one thing. I mean, we're already definitely over time, but maybe the next episode we need to talk about the Shenmue anime.
Yeah, definitely not this episode, but yeah, we can tease the
Right.
tease
Stay
Brandon.
tuned.
Brandon's the only one still listening right now.
Brandon, if you're here after 2 hours, man, I don't know if I want to say thank you or apologize for everything you've heard the past 2 hours.
Maybe a little both, but
Yeah, a little both.
I mean, he has played Twin Sanity, so
Sure. I bet he's played some Spyro, some Crash. Had to have.
but yeah,
But
we
alright.
get him on and get his impressions of that eventually, and
That's right.
Shinmue
That's right.
anime and more.
We got to bring up everything we did in this podcast. Just redo it with Brandon.
Yeah,
Instant content, fresh.
yeah, pretty much. But yeah, aside from that, thank you,
Wrapping
Brandon,
it up.
for staying till the end. Donate to our Patreon. It is questcast.onlyfans.com.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
If you get the $5 tier, you can get on a second time after your first time if you want.
yeah. Unless your name is Dolter, then you're not allowed. So
Yeah, you're not even shouldn't be listening to this if you're Dolter.
yeah. So thanks for watching, and see ya.
Thank you all. Bye bye.